Want to attract and convert more leads? Want to learn how digital PR, branding, and SEO can establish and build your brand identity? Welcome to the Market Movers Building Brands and Links with Linkify podcast. We answer these questions and help you ramp up your brand visibility and credibility. Let's cut through the noise and make your business the talk of the town. We're your hosts, Nick and Chris. Let's get this show on the road.
Welcome to the Market Movers podcast. Today we're joined by Salva Jovells, the marketing manager at Hockerty, a company specialising in custom-tailored menswear. With a strong background in digital marketing and over 9 years of experience in the field, Salva has led Hockerty's marketing team to achieve some really impressive growth, particularly with their organic traffic. In this episode, Salva will share insights into Hockerty's SEO strategies, including their content approach, link building tactics, and how they've leveraged these to drive significant business results. Before we start, Salva, I'm going to have to ask you a question. Is that gorgeous, dapper suit you're wearing a Hockerty suit?
Of course. Not a dress shirt today, but a t-shirt and a blazer.
Looking good.
Thank you. Thanks for the introduction. I mean, I'm glad to be here. I've listened to some of the previous episodes and they look great. Lots of information, lots of important people. I hope I don't disappoint you.
No, I think it's going to be great. All right, Salva, thanks for coming on. So first, why don't you just tell us a bit about yourself and your SEO background?
So I come from Barcelona. I live in Zurich since 2017. I've been working for the last 9 years for Hockerty. I've been working in different positions of the marketing team. I started, I think, just on social media, and then I learned about PPC, about SEO, email marketing, website optimization. So at some point when we felt that PPC was not the way to keep growing and growing eternally. So we needed to focus on our SEO strategies. And we did that 5-6 years ago, where we switched our efforts from just PPC and social to include SEO. And since then, as you said, the results have been quite amazing. After COVID, we recovered really fast, and this has brought us to still being profitable nowadays.
Yeah, and for anyone that's got access, go and plug in the domain URL into Ahrefs, and you can see the exact sort of graph that you want to see from left to right. It's all the way up. It looks gorgeous. So tell us what's your role, Salva, within that strategy for SEO for Hockerty. What's your day to day? What are you working on?
So I'm managing the marketing team of Hockerty and Sumisura, our female brand. And there are still these branches, this SEO, PPC, and inside of SEO, we work with influencers. We have our press efforts and press freelancers in different places all around the world. And we still are this 50% PPC, 50% SEO, and all of us trying to give to our customers the best content experience, user experience, improve the conversion rate, improve our products, also pushing our product teams. So it's kind of a 360 while still e-commerce marketing approach.
Yeah, no, and Chris mentioned that you guys have had massive growth, and it looks like it's over the past year that you've really exploded. You know, all the SEO efforts, they're long-term strategies, but what have you guys done over the past year that's resulted in the huge growth?
I have to say that I think we were already doing good things before the graph spiked. So it's like last year August algorithm boosted our strategy. It gave the price to what we were doing, but in fact we didn't change anything on August. We didn't change anything on July. As you said, it's a very long-term thing. But the thing is that probably got accelerated while seeing that we were doing the right things and AI was accepted and integrated into our team discussion, into our team. Cut it here, please. So it happened that we included these AI strategies into our SEO efforts, into the content creation, including images, including even PR releases. So that AI power made that our team of 4 or 5 people in-house on marketing were able to do as in the past as we were 10, 15 people. So it just boosted our time, it was boosted our effort and made us be more efficient, create more content, create it better for our customers. And once we saw that the results were there also, we said, okay, this is the right path. Let's just try to get into the limit of where does it brings us to.
I mean, that's really exciting. And there's going to be people listening to this that are going to be, if they haven't adopted or embraced AI yet, they're going to be nervous from some of the sort of horror stories we've seen of low-grade mass output AI sites with a rise and a fall off a cliff. So it's really interesting that you were utilizing that and then you double down on something that's working. So before we dive into that part of your strategy, you mentioned that there was a 50-50 split between SEO and PPC. Can you attribute sales across that split as well? Are you getting 50% of the sales from SEO, 50% of the sales from PPC? How does that breakdown look?
It's really complicated today, honestly. That's, if you have a tool that you can recommend us, tell us, because it's really concerning. There's obviously a ROAS from our Google Ads strategies. There's also a similar number with Bing Ads. There's also a calculation of ROI from Meta efforts. We believe on those numbers, and we can also see that on our own attribution tools. But every time we check that deeper, it gets more complicated. The journey is, well, everyone will say that about their company. But for us, doing made-to-measure clothing and having to take your measurements, or at least give us your height, your weight, makes that the journey gets distributed into many different devices, many different moments, many different touch points. So I'd say that we also balance, or we can also attribute 50% to our SEO, 50% to our PPC. But I'm sure that being together, one goes to the other and one pushes the other. So it's complicated. First click attribution would say something, last click would say something, data driven would say something else. So I don't know, we work on both. They both are profitable by themselves. So we keep going on both directions.
They're working hand in hand.
Yes. And at the end, you create content for one and it goes for the other one. Okay, SEO research, keyword research says that we should have a collection about that. Okay, let's put it and give it a try on Google Ads. So one complements the other. Keyword research from one side helps the keyword research from the other side. And we kind of have it, some positions separate, some positions are hybrid. So more and more, I would say we can not separate, and it's getting difficult to really properly attribute them.
Yeah, I think that's very true. You can't tell where, like you can see the last click, but you don't know where they discovered you from. So you can't turn off one thinking like, we're getting enough from this channel. It's the need to be in multiple different places. Okay, so I wanted to ask you. You said you weren't really doing that much. Not that much had changed before the huge traffic increase, and I think that's an important point, that SEO is a long-term game, and oftentimes it is a matter of a new Google core update that rewards you for all the efforts you've done in the past. And you said you guys didn't change much, but you increased your output. So I wanted to ask about how you're doing that with AI. How are you using AI to actually increase your content output?
So in the past, starting a blog post, the most basic content that we can create, was something that we needed to do a lot of research, structuring that research, then having extend or creating the H2, H3, H4 structures, then developing each of them, making it cohesive, trying to get the right pictures. All these processes, one by one, can be helped by AI. It's not that we want to create content without reading, without knowing, or writing it directly from machines to machines. It's that we want to give our expertise, but put it into a system that helps us with the structure, helps us developing each paragraph, tells us if that paragraph makes sense or not. adding our personal touch, our human touch, adding our quotes from experts into that. Also, AI is very good at summarizing, at telling me what I have not covered on that topic, telling me that this table could summarize this paragraph and this paragraph is no more needed. So we are not using complicated tools. We are using the tools that everyone is using, ChatGPT, Midjourney, all these classic tools. We are twisting them a little bit, customizing them a little bit, so these tools know what is Hockerty about, what is Sumisura about. But there's not a lot of magic there. It's helping us with the things that we were already doing, but boosting and having content that it matches better the intention of our customers and goes deeper into any need from that search term that they apply into Google.
Yeah, and I'd be interested to know what you're using Midjourney for. And wouldn't it be all unique images that you've taken yourself, or are you actually using AI images through in content?
We use a lot of AI images.
Really?
Yeah. Yes. We are good prompting. We also learn from others, from the best prompts that we see, and we try to replicate them, changing the character or the clothes that they are wearing and so. But there are many images that we cannot tell anymore if they are AI or not. Sometimes I doubt. Sometimes I see our Shop the Look page and I say, okay, this one yes, this one no, this one yes, this one I'm not sure because I haven't created it myself. I don't know if it's a customer, if it's an influencer. And also for the ones that were more generic or that were more for infographics and so, in the past you should hire someone or you should bother your design department to draw, I don't know, a painting of a woman wearing a skirt suit, and now I can say, okay, do it in this style with this kind of painting and so, and it's after some alterations. I mean, it's not magic, but we get those images and they are cohesive because we keep the same prompt or a similar prompt, and then we can do the 10 skirt suits blog post or the 10 pantsuits that everyone will wear on 2014, 2024. So, I mean, if you make it with the right prompt, you can achieve at the moment results that are really, really unique and really appealing for our customers.
So you actually create the images from AI from Midjourney with like the model wearing the clothes. Would these be for like the product pages, or are these going in blog content?
I mean, usually, so the place where we use it the most, it's on inspiration and blog, but we have been doing some tests, and for example, Sumisura campaign for spring summer 2024 was completely AI. So I have this funny thing that someone, one of our previous models, called us and said, "Hey, who was the photographer of this session?" And I was like, "Okay." It was really tricking you, which was not the intention, because on the same text we were saying, "Hey, we are exploring these tools, and in order to be showing the products in different placements with different people, so showing diversity, showing uniqueness, and so we will do this photographic session with AI. So we will include AI models, AI placements. So it's not to fool people, it's to show different angles from your product and different ways of showing it."
We had Larissa Roman Holiday as a guest a few episodes ago from Boohoo Group, and she spoke about this. So AI enables you to deliver massive value to potential customers, especially with the shop the range sort of feature that you're talking about. And she said this is only going to scale much more and be a much more of an expectation as part of a user experience. So they want to see what it's going to look like on every body type, on every ethnicity, every height, and AI allows you to do that at mass, at scale, and just give that value to your potential customers before they choose to make a purchase. So yeah, that's huge. Okay, I mean, this is fascinating. I would love to know if you could just give us like a breakdown. You said you're using common tools of your actual content strategy. The more actionable, the better for our customers in terms of where you begin from, maybe choosing a brand new silo through to your sort of your actual specific keyword research, post outlines, content production, and then are you using tools like Surfer to optimize? The more you could explain, the better.
The thing is that we are not using many more specific tools. I mean, I'm being very transparent, very open. The thing is that we trust on this tool. I know that we could put extra layers and go to very specific tools to see if we could improve this text, if we could even check this paragraph that we didn't add so much human text and make it more human and so. But we are very used to this tool, to these common tools. We try to customize them so they are not the same version of the common ones, and they already know our brand voice and who our customers are, and we work very specifically with that. I could tell you that we use many more tools in order no, but it's not that fancy. It's really keeping it simple, using the tools that everyone has, customizing them, and then taking the most out of each of them.
When you create your content strategy, or when you think about what content you want to create, what is the main focus? Are you creating blog content around like the products you're wanting to rank? What is the strategy for figuring out the topics to cover?
I mean, we cover different paths here. One clearly is the first you mentioned. We want to sell this product and we want to be more authoritative on this topic, on this niche. So we create the environment so we will perceive that we have this knowledge, but also our customers perceive that we have this knowledge. I mean, sometimes we don't want to get onto what is a blazer or what is a pantsuit, but sometimes it's needed, and we have those blog posts too, explaining some history, but making it interesting, making it relevant. We are not Wikipedia. We don't want to substitute any global or major database. But we need to show that. We need to tell our customers, hey, we also have information about this. You also want to know the background of this topic? We can tell you. Or grab these people that do not know about our products and could land on a what is a pantsuit blog post, and then discover that, we are really good at pantsuits and we don't care about your height, your weight, your body shape. So that would be one, no? From the product we want to sell, we create content that fits that and gives us authority. Another one would be, okay, there is this trend, this thing that nobody knows what it is. What is old money style? Well, Hockerty has old money style pieces, so why don't we define that, and why don't we tell what is for us, for our design team, for our product team, what does it mean, this old money style? And we create that. We create it without pictures, with enhanced AI pictures too. And we have this traffic that we know it doesn't convert that good, no? Because probably it converts 0.0 even something. But it gives us visibility. Our brand is there. We sell those products. It makes sense to explain that. So we tell about that. And that would be probably the two main ones in terms of blog post. But then in terms of products, whatever we can do, whatever we can produce, if we add a new fabric that allows us to create a landing page about that fabric or a collection about that fabric, we will do it. So it's also the product team that gives us a little bit of keyword research. Okay, I have these new fabrics. Okay, is it yellow? So we never had a yellow. We can create yellow suits collection. Because I didn't say it before, but most of our products in collections are 3D representations of what a product could be. We don't have on-stock products. All our products are representations of what it could be after you design it and pay for it. So for us, we are very agile on this. We have a new fabric, then we have new products already. We don't need to produce them.
And are you producing those virtual representations of what it could look like using AI?
No, because we were already doing that. They are just 3D representations of the product. So it's with real pictures, rendering the fabrics on the different layers of that product. So that's a technology that doesn't use the AI as we can understand it today.
Okay. I think it takes a certain sort of person to be able to pull off a full yellow suit, but I wouldn't mind giving that a go.
Oh, it's a niche, eh? It's a niche that probably has some thousands of searches a month.
So are you finding it's easier to rank collection pages or individual products, or for example, are you positioning a new fabric as a collection page and you would aim to rank that with those keywords? How are you approaching that?
I would have always said that collections are easier to rank. They have more products, and inside of collections, you can choose the product itself. But I've seen so many products can positioning themselves by their own, no? And in terms that are global, like green suit or yellow suit, mostly from competitors, because we are not able to rank so good our single products site. But we're working on that. That's a challenge for us. We need to redo the product page. We need to redo our collections. But I'd say that at the moment it's collections, because can include extra content. We can even place some blog post content in the middle of the collection. We can have an FAQ section at the end. We can filter, because we have many products, so you can filter a little bit more on what exactly you want from this green suit or from this yellow suit. So I'd say that for us it's collections, but I see more and more very good product pages that rank by their own. And at the end, it will be the customer that will decide if that makes sense to be ranked or not. So if people gets in, finds what they want, they continue the purchase, then they don't go back and they select another search result. I mean, Google has enough signers to know that product page is consistent and answers questions. So it's not, I would say it depends on each e-commerce. It depends on each vertical, on each niche. And then it's the customer who says what is worth it to be ranked and how.
For those product pages you see ranking, are those typically like unique products? Because I feel like most of the time when I'm searching for an individual product, I'm seeing Amazon and like the other big, massive brands that everyone knows. So is that more like just unique products, or what kind of products do you see that you see ranking?
More unique product. I mean, probably I will get too much into very specific things, no? But very specific fabrics or very specific products, or even something that combines color and pattern, like a little bit more long-term searches.
How much of, obviously, Hockerty's sourcing fabrics and producing beautiful pieces, and it's your job to deliver them customers via SEO, PPC. How much of SEO is influencing, how much of that information is feeding back to Hockerty? So are they diving into their search console and seeing this, like all of a sudden there's a spike in these related keywords for this fabric they haven't really heard of, and then they're going and taking that data and sourcing a new design?
And I have to say that we are kind of an alternative to fast fashion, and that's what probably fast fashion would do, being more alert into trends and so. Despite that, we want to offer people what they are searching and find new opportunities and so. So my communication with the product team is really open. They come with ideas, I come with ideas back to them, and sometimes they have also this feeling of who the hell is wearing yellow suits, and I say no, there's 2,000 people searching in this market for that. I need that, and that fabric went out of stock.
I just did a podcast with a guy who wants one.
Exactly. So we need that. We need to fulfill that. And if that fabric or that roll that we buy, it's only 100 meters or 200 meters and it takes months to be sold out, we need to have it. We need to have this alternative. And sometimes they say, oh, but you already have one yellow suit there or one yellow suit fabric. And I say, yeah, but in order to sell one yellow suit, I need to offer 2 or 3 different ranges of yellow suits so people can decide. That's what marketing is about, giving also the feeling of choosing to the customer, no? So it's also this conversation of what is trendy, what we see on the trends going up, going down, and being able to transmit that knowledge into our product team. But also our product team says, hey, check this keyword. And it's impossible that I could ever see that keyword popping up, because it's a keyword related to, I don't know, to a kind of pant that I've never seen, I've never heard about, and I would have never checked it out on Ahrefs, no? So it's this bilateral conversation that we keep having almost weekly with our product department that makes them decide on what to purchase and makes us also decide on what to check and what landing pages and what product collections we should.
I'm sure that makes your job a lot more fun as well when you can see things that are, trends, and then you come up with new products based on that, see how they perform. I think that probably adds a lot of spice to the marketing job. All right, so let's switch gears and talk about links. You mentioned PR releases earlier. What are you guys doing on the link building front?
So I think we've done everything, honestly. I mean, we tried all the things. I mean, I was a big fan of Help a Reporter Out. I was receiving it the morning and the afternoon one and checking it. And so I had the feeling that on the last probably 2 years, the level went a lot down, and probably lots of people were just getting in and helping people to answer a little bit randomly or fake even. I have this feeling because I also received those proposals that I never accepted because something that has my name, I wanted to really write it and be relevant on that topic. So we had even this, I would call, guerrilla strategy there. But we have also bought, back in the times we were buying links from these lists that arrived to your email. We have been buying promoted placements. I would prefer with reviews from our product, not only people that do not know anything from us. So with original, authentic, new images and new opinions. And lately, my approach is a little bit more trying to get the organic part of it. So trying to really help reporters, not like Haro, but really helping them, giving them ideas, being ready to say, okay, yesterday was the Wimbledon final, so let's see what are the outfits and if one outfit could be replicated from Hockerty to Misura. So chewing those news and giving them some good advice on what to write, developing new features and telling them just the ones who are interested. So a much more organic way of doing it, while keeping collaborating with influencers that still have blogs, that they are rare. Not many kept developing their blog strategy. Many of them moved directly into Instagram, TikTok, and they forgot about the power that they had also through their websites, through their blogs. And yeah, I mean, that's mostly what we do now. Organic PR, so really trying to help reporters, working still with influencers. A lot of internal linking because we really value what we can already give to ourselves and how we can guide Google into our structures and website, and also trying to create that content that people could find interesting. Recently, we landed a link. It was reported that search for plus size, discovered our what is plus size blog post, and linked to us because she discovered that this information was useful and it was on Hockerty. So the more organic, I would say, the better. The more you help people writing the content, the better, and that's what we aim for.
So are you doing any sort of targeted like link building at velocity scale in terms of like your money pages, or have you moved away from like niche edits, guest posts, and you're sort of wholly focusing now on the more organic side of like authority building, homepage link building?
Internally, I would say yes, we are very focused on this more organic approach, but from time to time we partner with different companies or freelancers that give us this kind of services where we boost this landing page, so we test it and we know if the money back is efficient or not, and we work again. So we do these boosts with people. We also have been participating in platforms like Getfluence, where you can directly buy and pitch something you want to be positioned and choose the anchor. That's a different approach, yes, and probably a little bit outdated in my opinion, but still could work potentially for discovering some pages or boosting some authority for some key pages. So internally, we encourage ourselves to go on the organic part, on giving value, and that value will translate into mentions and into links. And we take this expertise from people who already have the connections to place a link, to know that this person is searching for that information, to do some boosts on this list of landings, or this very specific landing that we know it brings a lot of revenue, and we want to see if this position 8 can become a position 5 or a position 4 for us on Google.
I like what you said about organic link building, trying to provide value. Even when you're pitching to journalists, like that's the key ingredient. You have to be reaching out with something of value, because if there's no value in it for them, why would they add it? That's their job, is to make sure that they come up with a piece that's going to get eyeballs. They're going to share it on social. They need people to click and come over and read it. That's how they get promoted. That's how they keep their job, that kind of thing. So it's a key part. And you mentioned having some success on Haro, and then that going downhill. That definitely is something we experienced as well as Haro. When the AI tools came out, just the platform getting completely spammed. But I think that strategy has kind of died out, and journalists are pretty good at detecting when it's a mass spam pitch. So it's still that same thing of making sure your pitch provides value, and journalists connect and resonate with that.
Yeah, but probably they introduce so much noise, these fake answers, and so that the journalists had to be like, okay, I have now 100 emails on my inbox. What is the value? Where's the value? And what's where's the fake approaches? No. So I don't know if that was what killed Haro or not, but obviously it didn't help.
Yeah, it's moved to connectively now, so it's pay to play. It's low barriers, but I think it's just enough of a financial commitment to chuck off. I mean, it wasn't even just people spamming. It was like AI connected API bots, just doing everything automatically. So yeah, the journalists were fed up and no value for anyone. Okay, I'm really interested as we get towards the end of this conversation to know what your plans, or what you think the plans are for Hockerty in terms of positioning their SEO plan for the next few years, your views on AI overviews in the SERPs, and how much you're looking to also invest across different social platforms where people will be searching in the future.
That's very interesting. I will start with the end, because it's one of the things that worries all of us a lot. No, this SGE results from Google. Where will it go to? How we will still make people land in our website so we can track their activities, so we can show our logo, our brand. I mean, they've been testing, they've been moving forward, moving back. It's for sure that they don't want to make people lose their revenue on ads, and also they don't want to kill companies, or e-commerces. So they will find the balance. People will also tune this tool, and the people and the users will give hints on where they want this technology to appear and where they don't. It will obviously kill some approaches, or some people that are approaching things or the ways that have not a lot of value. No, so people will have to advance with that. I have to say that I'm optimistic with these advances, and I really think that the visibility, even if it's from outside your page, you will get it there, and if people see the value, they will want to know more, and your brand will impact there. So let's see what happens. I mean, nobody knows the answer, and they will keep moving on and moving back for the coming months for sure, and we will see what happens. But that's challenging, and the ones who can have the content appearing there in better positions will get the most benefit. So it's about keep getting value. The way people will decide this results are shown. So I trust people, and I trust that Google wants to make money. So we will see. We will move into the future. And for Hockerty, I mean, I'm waiting for a next algorithm to reconfirm our strategies, to see that we are going. But that's ongoing, no? This waiting for the next algorithm. But I have to say that we want to apply AI into product descriptions. I mean, we have how many? More than 20, 30,000 unique products, because the products are just customizations of or combinations of fabrics and different labels, different buttons, different threads, colors, different linings. So we have thousands and thousands of products which do not make sense that any of us starts creating them one by one. There were algorithms by then, or algorithms that chose what text was there. But now we have AI that can recognize the image and can take the information from the fabric, knowing that that fabric is intended or is perfect for that day in London, or for that day, for that wedding in Sevilla in Spain. So knowing that and giving the right information to the AI, I know that the AI can create much more useful content as descriptions for products, and that's where we want to move. And also we need to apply AI on the experience, not only on what you serve to people, but also on the experience of people inside of your website. We have a 3D configurator. Why this 3D configurator cannot be something that I tell the configurator what to do, and the configurator keeps telling me, okay, in order to choose the right label, tell me about this, or tell me what's the purpose, or what are your measurements, so I will tell you what label you should have, or what will be the width of your tie, so I can also tell you, hey, take a wide label so it matches. So why don't we make conversations inside of our website that help people advance and help people choose the right things? Also, we had internal conversations in the marketing team saying, okay, why filters are still existing on collections? Filters are just a good solution for a problem, but they are not perfect. So if I want to choose something to wear for a wedding or for the office, or I want a fabric that it's lightweight, why should I filter for linen or for stiff saccar or for anything? Nobody knows about this, or it's not mandatory that you know about this characteristic. So let's put a place where you can say, hey, filter for this intention, filter for my likings. So I don't have to use these filters that are annoying, and sometimes I choose 3 filters and the grid is empty. So there are all these places in the website that we could apply this. It's not only to show content, it's not only to create new things, but also to assist people. No farther than chatbot. We know chatbots and they outperform really good the ones from 3-4 years ago with AI. But now it's a moment to also guide through the collections, through the configurators, or through the 3D designers in our case. We should apply all this into these different steps. Also into our ads, also into the way we interact with people after purchase. I mean, this is something mandatory. I mean, a safeguard reminder in your email could be very personalized, and it's not, and we don't have it yet. Why shouldn't we have it personalized? Why shouldn't we recommend, even not using third parties that are expensive, that are difficult to integrate? We could develop that ourselves. Sorry for these third parties, but because they are very useful, and I know. But for medium companies like us that are not so big to get into that, we need to find our own solutions. And I see we could do that with the technology that we have at the moment.
Yeah, and I think that's how everyone should be thinking about the AI improvements. I think a lot of people focus their efforts on, being nervous about how it'll shake up the SERPs, and what's going to come from that, from Google traffic. We really should be thinking about how we can improve our business, helping customers find what they're looking for, optimizing the website in a way that you couldn't do, or at least it would take you a lot of resources and time to do without it. So I think that's a really clever way to be thinking about AI and how it can help you.
Thank you. I don't see another way. I mean, what else can you do? Maybe it's a little bit stoicism, but it's how we should perform and how we should think about the future. No, we cannot control that. People doesn't want to kill businesses, or to kill all of them at least, and the ones managing to be more flexible into the future and adapting the way and giving value to the customers will be the ones surviving. And one algorithm cannot punish you and cannot benefit you, but then the next one will, or the customer performance or the customer behavior will.
I think it's been really nice to hear you talk as well, by just totally embracing what's coming. And I think you've been completely consistent in your messaging from start to finish, in that any use case for AI, anything that Hockerty's doing in terms of like new technologies, is about delivering value to the customer. It's not let's produce 1 billion pages in a week and rank on Google and make some money for a few days. Of course, that's going to get tanked. But yeah, if you're incorporating this technology to, at the end of the day, provide massive value to your end user, then you should get rewarded, not just in Google, but across all platforms, and, you know, have more sales, more engagement. So yeah, really, really interesting.
Thank you.
All right, Salva, I think that is the perfect place to wrap up. Thanks for coming on. This has been a great chat. A lot of great insight from you. For people who want to find out more about you, where should we send them?
Well, search for Hockerty on Google, or better even, search for custom suits and try to get to our position. Wow. Let's see if we still have fabrics, because that discussion was really from some weeks ago.
I think me and Nick both want a custom yellow suit. Let's get you on this time next year, see what's going to go in, and we'll both be wearing.
I've already ordered one. Yeah.
He's already ordered one. Okay, awesome. Well, Salva, yeah, it's been absolutely fantastic. Where else outside the website? LinkedIn, maybe?
Yeah, LinkedIn, Salva Jovells. I don't share many things, but I'm up to date with what you say, and I try to participate as much in these conversations. And it's really amazing. I have to say that my LinkedIn feed brings me a lot of knowledge from peers, from colleagues, and so it's really amazing. It really understood what I want to read, what gives value to my daily job. So I really appreciate reading, participating, and seeing the new things coming from SEO leaders, from PPC leaders. It's amazing.
Yeah, good place to hang out for sure. All right, Salva, thanks a lot. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
3, 2, 1, yeah!
And that wraps up this episode of Market Movers, Building Brands and Links with Linkify. Big thanks to our parent company, Linkifi, the wizards behind turning ambitious businesses into standout brands. Hit up our website at linkifi.io and take the first steps towards brand greatness. Big shout out to Fame for making this podcast possible. Thanks for listening, folks. Stick around for more insights in our next episode. Catch you later.